What's going on, guys? It's Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Lala Anthony. It's been a little while since I've spoken about Lala Anthony. And Lala is still where she was a couple years ago after the divorce, single, and still searching for answers. You know, she did an interview, I believe recently, and she spoke about how younger men seem to be more attracted to her than men her age or older. They're in her DMs, they're aggressive, right? And she doesn't understand why. Lala doesn't know why, you know, these younger guys are just pursuing her. Well, let's go to where she is currently. She's a single woman. You know, she takes good care of herself. She is in her 40s. And they are attracted to her just like they would any other woman. I think women have to understand something. If you look good, men are going to be interested. It don't matter if the man is younger than you. People act like younger men are just a different species. They are interested in women who they find attractive, period, just like older men. But you do have older men who mainly pursue younger women. It could be because maybe they see something in younger women, they just don't see it in older women. And that could be the case here with Lala Anthony. She's got divorced, and I think we have to go to the beginning. The reason why I think a lot of these younger guys pursue Lala is because she's always dated younger guys. Let's go back to when she met Mello and started dating him. Did y'all know that Mello was 19 and she was like 23, 24 years old? She was older than Mello when they got together. Mello wasn't her age or older. She was older than him. She was on MTV at the time. I remember because I think it was during his first year in the NBA, and they got engaged, I believe, on New Year's Eve on MTV. I remember this. And she was working for MTV at the time. So Lala always have been interested in younger men because Carmelo was younger than her. And she married Mello, had a family with them. And fast forward now, we've seen her continue to date younger men. And again, these younger guys see that. They see that you are interested in younger men. That's also plays a part into as well. Not only that they find her attractive for an older woman, but when have you ever seen Lala date a man older than her? When have you seen Lala publicly date men who are older than her? You don't see that. She's never dated a man publicly that's her age or older. We just haven't seen that. So again, you giving off this energy of a woman who's older who dates younger men because that's all you've ever dated was a younger man. So of course they're going to pursue you. If you are a woman who is primarily dating gray bearded older men, you have young guys coming at you, but I guess it wouldn't come at her the way that she's saying they're coming at her. And let's go to the divorce. I think Lala also thought that after she divorced Carmelo, that her dating options would be better than it is right now. And it just isn't. She doesn't have the dating options she thought she did, because I'm telling you right now, if there were men out there that were interested in her that she liked, she'd be in a relationship with them. But she's not. You know why? Because the men who, you know, she can choose from, she's kind of embarrassed by. So she's secretly dating these men, not publicly dating them, not because she's trying to protect the relationship. She's very public about everything she does. Everything. So, and also I remember I made a video because she talked about how she was trying to do the Sierra prayer and get a man like Russell Wilson. Let me tell y'all something right now. She didn't want a man like Russell Wilson because of Russell's personality. You know, she wanted an NFL player or NBA player. That's what Lala Anthony wants. Even though her son is a teenager, he's on his way to being an adult. I think she would still date an NBA player if he was in his 20s or even his 30s, right? Because she wants the famous boyfriend. They never give up on that dream. The options she has now are probably from dudes who are probably maybe used to play sports, or maybe guys who've never played it, right? Maybe they're not making the type of money that she would like for them to make. So her dating options are just not good right now. And also maybe she is looking for men her age. Maybe she feels like in her 40s, she wants a man in her 40s, and those men are just not interested in Lala. They see her as somebody who has baggage for whatever reason. And maybe the guys that from the options that she has, the guys that she's mostly attracted to are younger guys. The guys her age, she may not even be that attracted to. She doesn't feel like there's anything there. But older women have to understand this. In this day and age, you have to take what you can get, because the men your age are looking for younger women because, again, they think you have baggage. They don't want to deal with you. They feel like you're set in your ways. You're a certain type of way. This is why Tia Mowry is struggling. She's in her 40s looking to have a comeback. You know, she thought she was going to have a few hot girl summers. And, you know, the divorce happened a couple years ago and she's still single. Like, these women get divorced thinking that they're going to have all these dating options. Just straight delusion. And again, I have nothing against Lala. I just feel like she probably thought that her options were better because she's listening to her friends. Her friends are giving her bad advice, telling her that when you divorce. Now, I'm not saying that Carmelo Anthony did everything right. I mean, Carmelo made a lot of obviously dumb decisions when it came to that marriage towards the end, but I think that marriage was over. I think the marriage was over by then. I think the marriage was over, but she tried to conceal it, I think, because she was looking to see what she could get, if she could get into a relationship with a certain person. I believe that fell through. The whole facade of the marriage ended because I think towards the end, when we saw Carmelo on that boat with that other woman, right? I just think that the marriage had already been over by then, but she was trying to find a way where she could get into something else. Now, I believe she dated another actor who was a little bit younger, but that fell through again because Lala is always looking for something better, like most women. But I think these women have specific things that are just not, it's not going to work. And I think we have women of today have a delusional mindset when it comes to relationships. They're very delusional. They just don't understand that when you get to a certain age as a woman, your dating options are only going to get worse. They're not going to get better. There was even a post put out there by Tasha K. Tasha K said that, you know, Lala was trying to get it in with Yo Gotti. That a neighbor saw Yo Gotti's car, you know, in the front of Lala's place. And Lala messaged Tasha K. She said that, you know, she was putting, you know, Lala in danger, and she wanted Tasha K to take the post down. And Tasha K put up the DM, you know, that doesn't surprise me. Because again, when you have women out there that don't have the options that they think they do, they go into damage control. And I think that she kind of tried to go into damage control because maybe she was trying to get with Yo Gotti. By the way, while he was still with Angela Simmons, and that was a bad look. I didn't make a video on it. I was going to reference it here because, again, it's hearsay. Tasha K put this information out here. But I'm putting it in this video because it's a part of the bigger story. And the story is you have a woman in her 40s who's never dated men her age or older publicly, who's wondering why younger men are interested. You know, she's wondering that. That's because of the energy you put out, the fact that they still find you attractive, and you're single and you've been single. So they're shooting their shot. They're like, why not? You know, she's not with anybody else. I just think that, again, these women get these divorces thinking that the grass is greener, and it ain't. Because a lot of these women are confused. They don't know what they want. A lot of these women don't know what they want. A lot of these women think they know what they want, but they don't know what they want. And they end up single and single and single because they're looking for something that doesn't exist. They all want Mr. Perfect. They all want the perfect man. The perfect man doesn't exist, ladies. The perfect man doesn't exist. And that's the sad part about dating in 2025 is that they claim men are delusional, but we're not. We are willing to settle than be alone and not be able, you know, we don't want to be alone and sexless, okay? We are going to go out there and find somebody for us. Women, on the other hand, they're not going to do that because they're trying to win the internet, or they're trying to impress their single friends who at the end of the day don't even really care. They just want you to be miserable just like them. So Lala is the type of woman she needs to find, as I'm pretty sure there are good options for her, but she's more concerned about what the internet is going to say, what her friends are going to say, instead of getting the man for her. And yes, she's going to have to settle, just like the majority of these women are. You're going to have to settle. You are. Because unless you want to be alone and getting older and older and alone, and your options are only going to get worse. They're not going to get better. Your options are going to get worse. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Check out all the other videos in this channel. You should see tabs where my previous videos that I've uploaded should be showing up. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. I'll see y'all next one.